let's say now that you want to add some other foundation elements. So say for instance your footings, given that this is a structural project. So what you would do is you would go to your elevation and let's add another level. So click on level and let's draw a level beneath your ground floor and zoom in, change that name to footing, click yes, and let's say that's 1,000 mil beneath your ground floor. Now if I scroll up to my structural plans, so if I click on footing, I will see that it's the grids that are displayed. So these are the grids that I got from my architectural file, from my left file. Now in order to add the footings, what you gotta do is under structure, click on isolated. So there's several types. There's isolated, there's wall, and then there's slab. Slab is easy to understand. It's just basically you draw out the slab. Wall is in the case that your walls extended all the way to the bottom. So if you were able to see, so if I go back to my, so if these walls extended to the very bottom up until here, I can just basically add structural foundation wall, but otherwise I can add isolated footings. And if to do that, what we can do is we can just basically select that and then go to add grids and then select all the points, and you see footings have appeared. Now we can cancel that. What I want to stress is that this is one way of adding footings. However, the correct way of doing it is that you got to do it after you add your columns. So say for instance if I go to column and I added that, so let's pick that as a height and let's say that it goes up until level 1. So if I select that, and if I add it here and say I add another one, I can keep doing that, or else I can go to add grids, and as you see columns will appear, and then just click finish. So now that I have my columns, as you can see I've got all these columns. I can go back to my footing and I can specify an isolated footing, place it at columns, and it automatically, once you drag and select all these columns, it automatically places your foundation. So again, this is how you would add your footings. The other thing is that if you wanted to, if you weren't happy with this particular selection, you can always load. So to load, you'd go to structural foundations, and you can also have a pile, footing, all these different sort of pile footings that you can select.